Let's find out as we get ourselves into game 2 of this best of 3. Hellraisers taking on OG. G with the 1-0 lead so far.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
I think that's the primary reason Enchantress is picked for No Tail. Don't be mad.
Prepare for battle.
Well, you know when something happened like that kill on Slark in the previous game between Tier 1 and Tier 2 Cal when he was chasing Earthshaker, you knew that there's gonna be like voice lines used from both him and Seb.
Yep. It was coming. Well, OG yet again setting up for what looks like the tri-lane. Luna, Sumail, No Tail on the Ench, and Saxa. Earthshaker swinging up to top. But Hellraisers, they are ready and waiting. Setting up a bit of a bait here. Funnick, Miposhka holding high ground, and Saxa will walk into them. Earthshaker, he's got boots up. Miposhka biding his time though. They're baiting with Funnick, who does have to swashbuckle away, but in comes the rest of the cavalry. Hellraisers focusing Sumail. The Funnick's about to fall. A couple more hits will do the trick.
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
Get him, but he's traded for Sumail.
30 seconds
First blood drawn by No Tail. Hellraisers giving chase onto the Ench and Earthshaker. I don't believe they're going to be able to catch or kill any further targets here. They're trying with another Fortune's End, but a great Fisher block off stops the advance, and Hellraisers held back in their tracks.
So 1 for 1. I mean, Luna died. It
The
doesn't matter that much. Who
begins.
got the first blood? No Tail got it. He bought something. What is he bringing? Just some extra set of tangos, a sentry, a clarity.
Starting off with a Blightstone on Enchantress really tipped the scales, allowing them to get that first blood. And Hellraisers, they really want to be active this game. Hell, they're smoking down towards bottom, so they're not going to tri-lane and match the top lane. They are leaving Funnick there alone. They're trying to tri-lane into the Enigma, it looks like. Roger, Nyx, and Miposhka all down here. Seb, Eidolon's out, pauses the game. He needs a second just to, you know, get his radar out, see if anything's going ping on it.
To check if they're trying to gank him, you know, check the stream. Just kidding, it's delayed. But yeah, I think this is a good decision from Hellraisers to go back to the bottom lane. I would say OG's tri-lane is much stronger. Like having a Fisher, Luna providing aura. I believe OG's fine with this. Like, Seb is not the guy who should get to extremely farm this game. So he's just gonna be, you know, denying some of the XP. And if they keep this tri-lane, that means that a lot of experience is gonna be shared. But Miposhka, that's a good call. Drag the creep wave, get it closer to Tier 1 tower, so that Enigma does not have regeneration and extra armor.
I'm sure, like you're saying, you know, this tri-lane, he's denying a creep every wave as well. Sharing it between 3 heroes doesn't feel so good. Seb under the tower should be able to gather up a little bit of CS here and there, but Razors do bring that creep equilibrium all the way back. Mid lane, mid one, 5-0, very even. Xani tying things up. And here comes the No Tail rotation. 1.5 minutes in, they've already pressured Funnick a decent amount. They've farmed No Tail up close to level 2. And Roger's actually the one taking the brunt of the damage here with that Satyr. With these Eidolons
Good luck.
hitting incredibly low.
He's sitting at 200 HP, which means that Bloodseeker, like, you need to be careful when you're playing against the Bloodseeker. You can't just be on low HP. He does not have a flask to work with. So this gives mid one pretty easy lane. Here he can just right click, has a Blood Right, no points in Blood Rage yet. Probably gonna get that on level 4 to have any kind of a sustain. He's running low on tangos.
And again, Luna has a free lane top. Funnick has cracked level 3. Saxa holding on to that Fisher, but a 1 lane top. Mid lane very even, and bottom lane Seb's getting everything he needs. They try and make a play onto No Tail. We've seen this one before. He does go for that early point and heal, just to sustain a little bit longer. They'll be able to bring down the Enchantress at long last.
Radiant's
But,
courier
again, this
has been
feels
killed.
calculated from OG. 2 games in a row now. Very often we see, oh, Nyx, okay, he has the Shikuchi. That thirst still up on him though. dangerous territory for the Weaver. But yeah, again, No Tail comes down. He puts pressure, he forces spells to be cast on him, he dies, but he respawns, TP's bot lane again, and now you look at Nyx, Miposhka, and Roger. They are low mana, they've been forced to salve up, and they're being pressured again by this level 2, position 5 Enchantress.
I'm just looking at his item belt. He has 8 tangos. What? I don't know why he brought 6 tangos. He was already having like 3 of them. Maybe he just wants to cut all the trees so Treant can't attack from this side. And Seb can do that the same thing with the Midnight Pulse. You know that, yeah, you know the Treant is gonna come from the right side only.
Absolutely.
Don't be
down some
mad.
trees there, Midnight Pulse. Or maybe you can combine 10 tangos and just insta-kill the Treant. Get a super tango. Destroy Roger with one move.
Just eat him.
Healing power.
What if Battle Fury could like cut down Treant?
Just quell the Treant, yeah.
Dire's middle tower
I
is
mean,
under
No Tail
attack.
right now, he's 1v2ing the supports. This tri-lane from Hellraisers is doing absolutely nothing. Seb is 13-8, he's closing in on level 4. Nyx has had to expend like...
Oh, top lane, Phonic.
Oh, he's going for Sumail. Oh, he's very close to it. He's got 3 stick charges, but Swashbuckle on cooldown, so he can't go diving in for the kill. In a 1v2, Phonic very nearly down Sumail's Luna.
He could afford to play aggressive as that. One point in shield crash, not what you usually see. You only get the point in shield crash when you're playing against Rubik, so that he can't steal your rolling
Radiant's
thunder. Look
courier
how
has
low
been
Phonic
killed.
is. Mid also low, bottom lane, they're healthy. But Bloodseeker, yep.
The thirst, the blood right is coming out, and Nyx stop. The clicks from Midway is going to chase for more. This is a double kill for OG for sure. Midway and No Tail gathering them up. They're going to go for it.
Hello, this is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double kill.
Coming, and bounty runes. It might just be a 4-0 here.
For the twins.
Radiant's middle
Okay, he's gonna
tower
get
is
one.
under attack.
But OG should be able to gather up the remaining 3. My goodness.
Bounty.
1 TP rotation from mid 1. Now he's level 6. What a great move.
Yeah, meanwhile, Saksa was also collecting some of the XP. He is level 4, which is pretty high for 5 minutes in. And Luna on the top lane having a free time. Like, because of the Bloodseeker, Pangolier was forced to TP out. He understood, man, I'm gonna kill my team because I'm on 20% HP.
Hellraiser's still sticking it out down bottom lane though. No Tail is here alone. Enigma gonna be walking back to lane slowly but surely. One seems fine mid still. Treant and Oracle.
Dire's
They do make a play
structures
onto
are
No
fortified.
Tail. He's got
Wounded to
stick
my
charges,
heart.
but that purifying flames now up to level 2. Burn through the Enchantress. Couple of kills for HR, not too bad, but Enigma's here. Scouted out by the Observer.
Dire's
He's
middle
holding
tower
sentry.
is under attack.
Courier died. Wait, hang on a second. Is Seb going for Necro Rush?
Possibly. He just bought a
Sage's mask.
If there's a second, where's the second one? I don't see it.
On his
Is it
courier.
on the courier? Okay.
Oh, here we go. TP down bottom lane again.
Dire's
Seb's blown up.
courier
There's No
has
Tail
been
died
killed.
like Sani.
Dire's middle tower is
Right with us.
Killing spree.
Oh, it connects. Final clicks.
Perfect.
I thought Kasani would be out of there. Sax has killed a Phonic top lane.
Dire's top
And
tower
Weaver
is
with
under
Roger
attack.
deep in behind enemy lines here. Not quite sure what to do with themselves. The Bloodseeker, he TPs in to defend this tower. Yes, you lose, an Enchantress or Enigma here or there. But Bloodseeker is accelerating so quickly off the back of these kills.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Necrobook on Enigma. It just feels so good, like Malefice, Necro units.
Oh, the stun into silence.
Dominating, I guess.
Weaver currently 1, 2, and 3. Nyx
Don't
is
be
not
mad,
having a
don't
game.
be mad.
Now Seb can have a free lane for a couple of minutes. Bloodseeker's going to start farming Ancients and finding Roger. They've got a Centaur to maybe catch with a stomp. The Thirst, it kicks
Where are
in.
you going?
They've got
Mega kill.
They've got the tree and
Double kill.
8 to 4. This is just a slapping from OG.
It's just falling apart so quickly. Like top lane, Phonic was putting some pressure on Luna. Luna shows up, brings some extra regen in the lane. uses Lucent Beam 2-3 times with the Fissure. Suddenly he's back to no HP at all, and he needs to stay away. It's just too much damage output in the laning stage.
Yeah, it really is. Helm of the Dominator's now
Radiant's
200
middle
gold
tower
away
is
once
under
Sumail
attack.
finishes off this camp. So they're going to have Helm of the Dominator in less than a minute. Necrobook Enigma is 700 gold away. Start grouping up, it's going to be immense. Okay, they
wisdom
catch Saxa.
of
Dyer's top tower is under
So
attack.
Tranquil's raindrops, and he's got 200 odd gold on the way to Blink Dagger. Not really too worried about his death there. Hey, have you seen what mid one's buying, by the way? Speaking of item builds.
Nah, it's a great item. Pangolier really hates to play against the root. It stops the TP. Same goes for Void Spirit.
They've found Sumail in the jungle. Hellraisers finally getting in there, stopping that Luna from farming away to Helm. Now 40 gold away from it, but she'll have that when she respawns quickly. And yeah, Bloodseeker, Rod of Atos, so the root against Pango. I guess also Void Spirit. Oh, this is nice. Fortune's End onto the Rolling Thunder. Nice enough, though. They don't make the full connection. They've got the Spirit onto Saxa, but mid one's arrived. Focusing Funnick, the swashbuckle off. He dives into the trees, but they've got stuns.
They're unstoppable?
And mid one now unstoppable. 6-0 on this Bloodseeker.
If you know how to play Pangolier, you know how to play against him. I'm not gonna say it's easy to juke, but Rolling Thunder, you can't just make a fast shift, fast turn. Like all these small pieces once again coming together for OG. Lanes were going well. Enigma is level 6, just needs 100 gold to finish the Necrobook, Helm of the Dominator, flying out to Luna, and they're gonna start grouping up.
Dyer's top tower is under
This is really
attack.
where I feel OG are exceptionally good, right? Around that 10-minute mark when outposts and bounty runes are so important, they come in, they take the top one, they'll gather up some bounties, they try and get into the dire jungle a little bit, but it's this top tier one when you're playing Radiant side feels so important right now because it just gives you so much extra map space to play in, and it kind of gives you
Radiant's bottom tower is
or at
under
least the area
attack.
around it as well. So then you can start, pivoting into
Dyer's
mid-tier
top
1, you
tower
can think
is
about
under
diving
attack.
into tier 2, you can wrap around and maybe play into the enemy triangle as well between, come between mid-tier 1 and tier 2 because there's such a wide open space for you to play into. But first, they've got to take that tower.
Come on, sprites!
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Dragging the
attack.
creep wave, he's like
Radiant
around 10
structures
minutes
are
in.
fortified.
which you swore to protect.
How happy are you, Gary, that you're not observer this game, like this tournament,
Dyer's
so you
top
can just
tower is under attack.
I'm sure the viewers are very happy as well.
Dyer's top tower has fallen.
And they've caught Funnick.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
selfie on him.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, so now that tier 1's gone, OG, they, just swing into mid, right? They're TPing Enchantress there, they can bring everyone. I guess Saxa can stay top and maybe farm. I would love to see Seb come through as well.
Seb still has Black Hole, but didn't seen it being used so far. Like, Weaver goes in,
Dyer's top tower
she's
is
gonna
under
get Black
attack.
Hole. And it's such a sick setup. You have Fissure, you have Midnight Pulse, also Blood Drive, so you can
Dyer's
choose where
structures
you
are
want to fight.
fortified.
Full Road of Atos, 11 minutes on Bloodseeker.
It's gonna be great to keep
I hope
it
it's
forward.
not coming to my pubs.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
And here's that move.
Dyer's
They come into
middle
the tier
tower
1. Now
has
they've
fallen.
got a massive, vast amount of map space. They can come into the triangle, which mid 1 comes to scout out. We'll find Miposhka. He walks past him in the trees. Yeah, there's the ping.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Fortune's End will dispel off the route.
If you were a
Radiant's
millennial,
bottom tower
I'd say
is under
wicked
attack.
sick.
On his own jungle, high ground. OG. Saxa continues farming top lane towards Blink, and yet again we see Nyx on this carry, playing opposite side of the map, not joining fight. Feeling like he needs to farm to win, but he's being ruptured.
Monster kill.
Stop the
Double
TV,
kill.
And that is why Bloodseeker's bought him. On top lane, the Echo Slam. Saxa catches 2 with a Fisher. Chain starts in the Black Hole. Catches the Void Spirit, so Xani down and Roger likely to be following as Funnick's rolling thunder.
Dyer's middle
Goes crashing to
tower is
Saxa to
under
get to
attack.
release the kill in return. There's a 2-for-1 with a call and a support for 1 support and Funnick. He needs a swashbuckle away from this. They've got themselves a Lucent Beam and a Stomp from the Centaur available, but they need that little bit of gap close. They don't have it. So swashbuckle gives Funnick the distance he needed. Still disastrous here for Hellraisers. Losing the Weaver bot in a 1v1 and then losing the teamfight top, you're just falling to pieces.
I loved the way Saxa moved. Like, he was going through Black Hole and he baited Pangolier to run into it. Look where Seb is playing. He's just controlling the whole area. Cut down some trees with the Midnight Pulse, farming everything in the enemy jungle.
And I think Mid1 is realizing that this bottom right-hand corner of the map is not where he belongs. He pushed out one extra wave, but he should really be coming back to rejoin the rest of his squad in that mid lane. And a great move from Hellraisers looking to cut him off. They have timed this almost to perfection. The got the vision, the jump off the Mid1. There's the catch. Xani Miposhka bursting down, Mid1 turns with the blood right. He's pretty speedy and his one charges are gone. He's got a heal from the Purifying Flames going and he turns with the rubber and he's switching out of there. Hellraisers don't get the kill.
Nature attend us.
Dire's
If you
top
think about
tower
Fisher,
is under
I'm just gonna stun people. Sometimes it's better to block them off. He blocked away Pangolier so he can't connect the second Rolling Thunder. And now in the top lane, Luna and Enigma will just take a tower. Also, it would be a lot of gold if they kill the
Radiant's bottom
Bloodseeker.
tower
He's
is under
on
attack.
8 kill streak right now.
I mean, you look at these Eidolon and Necro creeps with all these orbs. Eidolons are doing like 70 damage a hit when they're near Luna. Yeah, 47 plus 23. Necro Warrior, 75 plus 37. That's ridiculous amounts of damage right now.
Healing power.
No-Tail being slapped around by Roger, but I'm not sure if that's really where he wants to be. Xani and Miposhka are here to try and save him, but the Treants
Radiant's
just
bottom
cut
tower
down.
is under attack.
OG the Lumberjacks destroying the Amazon forest, tree by tree, and Miposhka's going to get hunted here by Mid1. Doesn't have a Fortune's End, does have False Promise once the silence ends. It looks like Mid1 not really committing to diving under that tower without the rest of his squad. But it's objective time for OG.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Pressure
attack.
onto these tier 1s and tier 2s. Oh, okay, No-Tail hunting Miposhka. Hello.
Don't run off.
Hello. Don't run off. He's caught him. He's trapped him in the trees. They've got Centaur Stomp to stop him if he tries to TP. And meanwhile, he's going to get a couple of clicks.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Miposhka's
attack.
arsenal down. No-Tail gets that perfect body block. I
Dire's
don't think Roger can
structures
really
are
defend this
fortified.
tower, honestly.
They're playing so fast right now. They managed to get
Several get picked off mid lane. So left out in the open,
Dire's bottom tower
isolated
is
from the
under
rest of the
attack.
team.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Blessings of the Royal Warrior. Where are you going?
Tries to buy Roger a bit of time. Even with that living armor though, Mid1, oh, does get disarmed up. Good blood rise, going to connect onto a couple of heroes here, but the Rolling Thunder and the chase done from that Roger. Roger still drops through the False Promise. But Mid1's monster kill streak picked up by Nyx, so plenty of bonus gold there for your Weaver, grabbing up a good 500 odd.
And it's very important that Weaver
Fleet
got
feet.
that gold. She's gonna finish off the Fusel Blade. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Earthshaker just finished his Blink Dagger. So OG's gonna continue with the pressure. Enigma also getting a Blink Dagger in 100 gold. So I expect a team fight into Roche from OG. They just need those 2 Blink Daggers to be ready. Man, Midland's going for Aghanim Scepter.
But like, here's the problem, right? 11,000 net worth lead at 16 minutes. All of these items for OG. And then you look at the dire side. Nyx has a Fusel Blade on Weaver.
Radiant's bottom
Roger
tower
is
is
trying
under
to build
attack.
Necrobook himself. Oracle has sweet fuck all. He has got Windlace, and that's all they'll talk
Dire
about.
are scanning.
Where the Void Spirit's trying to go into your Scepter, but still pretty distant from it. And Pango really doesn't have anything. Arcane's looking for Blade Mail, so no Vlad's there coming in for fun because they do make a jump towards No-Tail on the Roche pit. Sumail's there, but the Eidolon's cleared up now. Xani gets a good Astral catch onto mid-1 as the Rolling Thunder into the back lines. Looks like Earthshaker being focused. Sax's Blink Echo still being held. So OG, they lose nothing. Hellraisers expend a couple of ultis. And the jump is still into Roger. OG
Oh, it's
goes
on.
straight back in the pit.
Killing spree.
No tail, cool. Nyx has killed off the Enchantress, but oh, Miposhka, quick fortune's end. Get away from mid one. The Lucent Beam and the chase up the hill. Mid one's so speedy. Miposhka, he's got a couple of seconds until full.
Killing spree.
Digs up. The Bloodseeker stops him from attacking, but that Lucent Beam from Sumail, long-range artillery.
Dire's
OG
courier has been
got a couple
killed.
of kills. A courier falls in the midst of it all, and Saxa still waiting for that blink. Nyx is hunting for him. They black hole up front. Down. Don't be mad. Hellraisers just getting just tickled to death, little by little.
Against his gold and good decision from OG. They decided to get out of the
Roshan
and now
Radiant.
they picked it up. Even though they expand first black hole just to kill Phonic, you know things are not going well for your Pangolier when he has 2 bracers. It's a correct choice of the items. Like, he needs to be able to tank up, survive as much as he can. Sunny. There's the World of Atos.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fisher in that blink echo. Saxa lines it up for the kill on Void Spread. He's got the resonant pulse, so that makes him a little tankier than OG were expecting. So a couple of ultis there from OG, not netting the many kills.
A dominating performance.
A little bit deep for that one. No still playing almost in the dire base.
Killing spree.
They're not on the same page. Feels like mid one didn't expect that Saxa's gonna blink in and use Echo Slam.
I
But still,
restore my
it
connection.
doesn't matter that much. Phonic in a good spot, but doesn't have Rolling Thunder.
Trying to focus down mid one. They break all the trees around him. And
Dominating, I guess.
Fisher with the Eclipse. Sumail dominating
Dire's
now.
middle tower
Luna
is
makes
under
short
attack.
work of that.
Mega
Full
kill.
Void Spirit and
Double
Roger
kill.
will follow him into the
Dire's
grave.
structures
This is
are
going to be a pretty
fortified.
simple tier 2. They've got
Radiant
Aegis still
structures
up
are fortified.
for another what? 3 minutes?
Dire's middle
more
tower is under attack.
on this Luna.
Dire's middle tower
3.5
has
minutes.
fallen.
My Roshan respawn timer looked weird. You? Is it bugged?
Not at all. It says
Interesting.
Roche may respawn in the 6:26.
Radiant are
I've
scanning.
got them. Yeah, mine says 622, but the text is really, really small for some reason. It's like size 2 font.
Still in beta.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Stuff happening.
Bound to
Hellraisers, what do they need to do? How do they get out of the rut they're in right now?
Double damage.
Weaver has a decent amount of farm, but I don't think it's enough. You're still very vulnerable. Pre-BKB, Aghanim Scepter, finish. He's just utility on this Bloodseeker. You don't need any kind of damage. Second Rupture, Rupture of Atos. Like, Luna will be the one giving damage and clearing out the
They're
building.
unstoppable.
Attracts its own kind.
Die.
It's just beautiful to watch,
Gary.
Gary. The way they play Dota.
It's just so crisp. OG, very clean execution. Like Sunny there, he's in a decent position for a Void Spirit to maybe cut a wave or something. But OG catches the glimpse of him and immediately they're just like this with Phonic. He gets ruptured up, he's going to get silenced by Blood, right? The dive is there, but they force the false promise. So Phonic now will have to return to Fountain and you
Dire's
still
middle tower
lose your
has
tier
fallen.
3. And Luna is still
Radiant's
on the
top
front
tower
lines
is under
with
attack.
Blood Rage on, destroying your buildings. The structural annihilation of Hellraiser's base right now. 21 minutes in, OG with
Radiant's
a
top
substantial
tower
net
is
worth
under
lead.
attack.
Looking for Roger, even deep inside his base there. Trying to
Own
get
it.
himself up. Doesn't even get the overgrowth off. A backstab from Xani, focusing down the Earthshaker, but he's got chain stuns for days and still has that blink echo. And this is a big look echo. He wants it to black hole.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He rolls up with the rupture in onto Xani now.
A dominating performance. Double kill.
Destroys them. Oh, Hellraisers, this is it. You can't hold on, and GG's.
They're unstoppable.
Taps out.
Impossible kill.
Your blood
Sap
is mine.
got the perfect black hole in the end. 3 man, but
OG
Rolling Thunder just
victory.